give two arguments for intelligent design. The first has to do with the complexity of the structure of living organisms, which is the creationist evidence for intelligent design. However, neo-Darwinists assert that natural selection gives the illusion of design with purpose, but that the process of natural selection is in fact completely undirected, and so there's no need for an intelligent agent. Dr. Stephen C. Meyer argues against the neo-Darwinists, and he has his PhD in the philosophy of science, and he states that no theory of undirected chemical evolution explains the origin of information needed to build the first living cell. The reason for this is because the DNA molecule has sequence specificity, a characteristic of computer code and language, in that the specific and precisely sequenced chemicals are instructions for the cell's survival. This functional information, by the way, is so enormous and so complex that it cannot be explained by chance alone. To explain the origins of the cell, on the other hand, with natural selection is self-defeating because it assumes that genetic information already exists. Living organisms bear witness to an intelligent agent because the cells contain an enormous amount of precise information to instruct the cell exactly how to survive. An analogy to think about is a programmer's code. A programmer's code cannot exist without the programmer, right? The existence of the code infers the existence of the programmer. In like manner, the information of the DNA molecule, which is far more complex than any computer code, by the way, that information in the DNA molecule infers the existence of an intelligent source. The second argument creationists make for intelligent design is the fine-tuning argument. This is the idea that conditions and physical laws are so optimal for life, and even the slightest change would make life completely impossible. You can think about the distance of the Earth from the sun, or you can think about the atmosphere of the Earth that protects from the sun's radiation, or the numerous amount of examples where everything is just perfect for life to exist. And the explanation for such a coincidence, creationists would say, is because it's not a coincidence, but rather the product of a pre-existent source of intelligence. Some physicists, on the other hand, propose the multiverse theory, the idea that there are many parallel universes, or even infinite, and this makes a life-optimal universe likely. However, this explanation in and of itself requires its own fine-tuning, which the theory fails to explain. Thus, creationists argue that intelligent design offers the best explanation for the extreme improbability and functional specification that we see in the fine-tuning of the universe. So, the evidence of a designer is evident when observing the laws of the universe, which so perfectly complement life, and even life itself, seen from the specified complexity of the cell, that also points to a creator.